like for our team. So we'll make sure it's recorded this time. Last time I forgot, so we're gonna make it happen this time. Okay, so I want to get started just by opening up tonight with some announcements. I had some announcements that were sent to me in the Diamond and Above, so I'm going to go ahead and read those off really quick, just to start off fresh. And I have we'll start with Stacy's. So Stacy wants to shout out, I'm gonna say this the right way. Janae Myers, just a little over a week in and already is boxed for Ruby. Holy smokes, girl, that's awesome. And got her first 2 customers as well, plus having so many conversations and hitting the ground running already. She says she is so proud of you. So wow, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Especially 1 week in, you are definitely hitting the ground running. And we definitely noticed that. Lisa says that she wants to shout out Stephanie Malone Ward. I hope I'm saying this right, so sorry. Rather, her first 4-in-1 bonus. She got her first 4-in-1 bonus and box for Ruby in 8 days. Holy smokes. We should put that in the chat. Congratulations to her, because that is amazing. Within your first 8 days, we know that you started like hitting the ground running with your business, and you definitely were excited coming in. So I'm pumped for you. Jessica, I think it's Sears or Sires, it's Syres, so sorry, has upped her Instagram game and pivoted to something new in last week and already seeing positive results. So that's awesome. Instagram was super tricky for me too, so I totally understand how amazing that is, just to be able to hit the ground running with Instagram. That's a huge accomplishment. Penny Campbell for never giving up and being consistent. Plus her thicker results are mind-blowing. That's what I got from that emoji. So that's super exciting. It's always nice when you get results from our products and you're able to share that and everything. That definitely boosts your business like crazy. And then let me see. Stacy also wants to shout out all of the Diamond and Above Plus leaders on our team for leading from the front, and she is so proud of everyone. So that's super exciting. And I don't see any others, but I want to take a minute just to shout out my own team. And basically because last month I got married, if you guys didn't know. So my name switched from Sear to Foster, and that's why it looks a little different on here now. But last month was literally absolutely chaotic. I did a DIY wedding, which means that I literally did all the decorations myself, the invitations myself. I had nobody helping me, so I literally did all of it all in the month of September, and I procrastinated on that one, and my team still showed up. I saw them in the chats every single day. I saw them reaching out in some of the other chats, asking questions and everything. So I just want to say how proud of my girls personally that I am, that you took the time to show up last month, even though you know that I was here, there, and everywhere. I'm super proud of the resourcefulness on our team and just shouting everybody out. So that's what I wanted to start off with. And then I want to actually go into just touching base on conference, guys. I want to share just a personal experience from conference, because I know how important this is. And I'm going to be real with you. I literally looked at the conference tickets that were just announced and I got nervous immediately. And it's because we're kind of in this season where we're building up and we're re-ranking, we're ranking up and all the things. And just to kind of get a show of hands that I'm not alone, put a 1 in the chat if you looked at that conference ticket and you're like, I don't know if I can make this happen, because that's exactly where I was at this month. And I just thought back, I took a minute and I took a breather and I prayed and I said, okay, if this is for me, then I need to be led towards this, you know? And I just started having these memories of what it looked like the last time that I went to conference and the time before that, and how much it literally changed my entire life. This last conference last year, and well, it was the 2023 conference. it literally was like a game changer mindset wise for me. It opened up a lot of new doors for me, and it helped me kind of release some things that I needed to release at that point. There is nothing like being around our team. The team atmosphere is like nothing you've ever been through before, been around before. Everybody is like super inviting and welcoming and understanding. And this is where we have like really good conversations. The conversations are usually super deep, which I love personally. And you get to learn how people are really living their life and working this business on a level that you don't get to see when we're behind the screen all day long. You know, this business can get lonely when you're working at home and nobody around you really understands. But then when you go to conference, you're like, holy smokes, there's so many other people who are doing this just like me. And it's exciting. And it's something that I can go back home and I can share. And my excitement will then help other people understand as well. Stacy said something in the chat about we're getting a huge house this year, which is so exciting. So we had talks of this last year, and if we can make all this happen, it's going to be so just incredible. It's going to top all of the last years. It is in April. It's at the end of April this next year. So make sure you get your tickets. And even if you're sitting there like me and you're like, how can I even make this happen, right? Just know there is a pay by commissions. One, two, if you're working your business the way that you should be working your business and you are committing to going all in on your business right now, then it's going to be really simple for you to say, okay, I know that I need to make this happen. There is no plan B for me, and I'm going to go all in and I'm going to make this happen no matter what, right? If you're committed to your business and you're committed to changing your life, then there is no other option but to go to conference. So make sure you make that a priority going into this next year, that you're going to finally take control of where your business goes. And just know that conference is one of the biggest steps that you can make towards helping your business explode. Okay. And there's resources, there's ways for you to get there. There's an entire team that you can reach out to help out and figure out like housing and transportation and everything. We do a lot of things together, and we work as a team to make sure that pretty much no man is left behind, right? Or no woman's left behind, technically, if you think about it on this Zoom call right now. But anyways, long story short, get your conference tickets. Even if you have to go pay by commissions, choose to go all in and make it happen. And then I want to actually share my screen tonight. There's a couple of different things I'm going to talk about, but I want to open this up with talking about these new bonuses. Okay. There is massive bonuses that were just announced not last weekend, but the weekend before at Green Carpet. And it is a huge, huge step to helping your business explode. I personally have been in this business for almost 6 years now. Actually, in November, it'll be 6 years. And I have earned a bonus almost every single year since I started this business. And so I know that they're real. I know that they are a game changer. They will help you with everything you're looking to get help with. If you need the extra gas, groceries, pay bills, pay off your credit card debt, whatever it may be, these bonuses are where it's at, and they're going to jumpstart and launch your paycheck to heights that you've never seen before. And when you see that first one come in, it's like, holy smokes, I actually did it. I actually made it happen. Does it take a lot to get there? Absolutely. You've got to be willing to put your pedal to the metal, and you've got to go all in. I was talking to one of my new girls that just started about thinking about your business like it's a roadmap, right? And how when you get started in this business, you choose your destination. You figure out your why, right? That's what we call it, but that is your destination. And you might have some curvy, windy roads. You might have to cross over some rivers. You might have a point in your business where your raft gets a hole poked in it and you sink to the bottom and you got to swim the rest of the way, right? Like you might have to, just kind of using some analogies here, but like you might have some moments where it gets really, really tough and you get setbacks and you got to climb up the mountain just to fall down the other side. Or maybe you go to start climbing up one of the hills and you slide backwards. There's so many different seasons in your business, and you have to go into this business and go into these bonuses like you're going to have all of these different obstacles, but the destination never changes, right? You're still going to make it there. It's just, it's on, it's on God's timing. It's not on yours. And so you just got to make sure you're showing up for it every single day. You've got to make a decision. And I'm telling you right now, you'll know when you make that decision. There is a massive difference between someone who makes a decision and someone who has not made a decision. And I know that firsthand because I have been in the driver's seat of making that decision before multiple times. And then I've also been in the passenger seat where I just kind of let it go, right? And so I know the difference between letting it go and going all in on it. And usually it has to do with your mindset. This is why personal development is so ridiculously important. I know our team personally is huge on personal development and teaching our new girls how to level up the way that they think from day one when they first get started. So I'm really excited about that. And I want to open this up with sharing my screen. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And just put a fire emoji in the chat if you guys can see my screen. Like when you can see it, I want you guys to just share to me. Just let me know that you can. That way I am not, oh shoot, I don't even know if it's showing. Well, I guess it is. All right, so I'm going to go ahead to this down here, and we're going to actually pull up the rules for this bonus because I want to dissect these with you guys. And the reason why is because in the past, there has been at least one time where I have gone for a bonus and then I have not read the rules. And then I got to the point where I thought I earned the bonus, but I didn't know there were certain things that needed to happen in order to make it happen. So I want to make sure that we are all on the same exact page. And I also want you guys to get super excited for what you're going to see on the screen right now. When I was reading this, I was like, holy smokes. Okay, these are absolutely amazing and they are stackable. I will mention this all throughout this entire thing. Okay. So I went through and I highlighted the most key important parts and I'm going to read them off to you. Make sure you're writing these down. Make sure that you're making a point to make a plan right now. Write down on your piece of paper and even drop it in the chat. What bonuses are you going for? How much money are you going to make going into the Christmas season? Okay. So first things first, let's go through the Ruby and Emerald. We'll start with the ranks for new distributors here, and this is for existing distributors as well. So even if you've been in this business for a while, you can still earn these as long as it's your first time Ruby or Emerald, okay? So it doesn't matter when, it just matters that it's your first time, okay? So this is like it shows right here, this is your first time Ruby and Emerald bonus promotion. And it begins on September 1st, 2023, which was last month, at the beginning of last month. And then it ends on November 30th, 2023 at 11:59 p.m. CST. I want to point this out because I think it's so important to know, okay? There has been times where I'm on Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so we're an hour behind, an hour ahead of you guys that are in the Central Standard Time. Okay, some of you are in Eastern Standard Time, some of you are in Central Standard Time, some of you guys are on Mountain Time and so on and so forth, Pacific and all that good stuff. Make sure you pay attention to the time zones and you know exactly what time the cutoff is for you. And the reason why I say this is because the month that I went diamond years ago, okay, the month that I went diamond, I literally earned diamond at 12:59 a.m. How is that possible? It's because I am actually 1 hour ahead of the Central Standard Time. So for example, when it's 11:59 p.m. on Central Standard Time, like Alabama and some parts of Tennessee and some parts of Kentucky and things like that, it's actually 12:59 where I'm at. And so I have until almost 1 o'clock in the morning on that last day. So make sure you pay attention to those deadlines, okay? And even if you are at an earlier time, like let's just say I think Mountain Time is an hour ahead, or an hour earlier, sorry, time zones and everything. But because our business is worldwide, we really have to, or in many, many different companies all over the world, or many different countries all over the world, we have to really pay attention to those time zones, because that way we know that we are getting them in time. So anyways, long story short, it is until November 30th, at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. This is the cool part about these bonuses. We haven't had these bonuses in a while, and this is why I'm so excited, because it gives the opportunity for everybody who has never ranked up before at all to be able to earn these bonuses, and they are stackable. That's what I love about them. So for example, the Ruby bonus is $500 when you earn it by November 30th at 11:59 p.m. And then Emerald is $1,000. So that's pretty cool. We haven't had those in a long time. But the cool part about this is that these are actually paid out in 2 equal installments. So what they mean by that is it's literally split in half over 2 months. So if you look down here, you'll see Ruby is literally $250 the first month, $250 the second month. So they're not split up into multiple months. It's only 2 months this time, which is awesome. And you'll notice where I highlighted in blue, it says qualifying month versus validating month. Just in case you don't know, if you're brand new, the qualifying month is the month that you actually earned that bonus. So like if I earn the bonus this month, October will be my qualifying month. And then next month, I have to maintain that rank of Ruby in order to get my validation month. So for example, October will be my qualifying month when I hit the rank. And then November will be my validation month. So I hope that makes sense. So with the Emerald, it's the same exact thing. 500 the next month, 500 the month afterwards. So if, for example, if you earn Emerald this month, you'll earn 500 in November and 500 in December. How awesome for Christmas, right? Perfect timing. If you've never ranked up before, but you want a Ruby and an Emerald bonus and you want to make it happen, right? And let's just say you go all in and you earn Emerald this month. And you go from maybe distributor executive and you jump up to Ruby and Emerald, you will literally earn $750 for November on top of your monthly commissions. And then in December, you'll also have another $750 added to your paycheck, including your commissions, as long as you maintain the rank of Emerald. How cool is that? So you literally are going to get bigger paychecks for both of those months just by maintaining those ranks. So if I were you, I'd absolutely go all in on these. When I first started this business, I did not have these rank ups at all. So it is such a blessing that our new distributors actually get the chance to rank up, and also the people who have been in for a while but haven't yet ranked up. This is your shot. Like, let's make it happen. Let's go all in and let's all promote and keep going up. So if you scroll down on this, mind you, this is actually in your eSuite library. So if you go to your eSuite.aworks.com, log in, go to the top where it says document library. For those new people that are in here, you can literally click on that, and then these rules are right in there. Now, if we scroll down, there's a page that talks about the leveling up bonus. And so it says it right here, the leveling up bonus eligibility. And this one also begins on September 1st, 2023 at 12 a.m. Central Standard Time. And it ends on November 30th, 2023 at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is the cool thing about this one. When I read this, I almost jumped out of my seat, because it says the promotion payout period is 4 months. This is where it's so exciting, because normally you're looking at a lot longer of a stretch for the payout period, and you have to maintain it every single month in order to make it happen and get that payout for every single month and still qualify for it. With them, kind of tightening it down to 4 months, it allows you to promote and promote and promote and promote and maintain it for those 4 months to make that happen, right? And so that's the cool part to me, is that it's a lot shorter of a period that it's paid out. And that means you're going to get bigger paychecks going into the new year and finishing out this year of 2023, which is pretty cool. So these are the first time rank advancements. And these are for, once again, people who qualify for the rank up bonuses for diamond and above from for first time. And it's paid out over 4 months, which we'll get to that in a minute. But it's literally, diamond is $5,000. Wow. $5,000 for a first time rank up for diamonds, which is just amazing, right before Christmas. Holy smokes. So if you want that extra $5,000 and then, you know, before Christmas, and maybe you're at a distributor, listen, anybody can make it happen. You just have to make the decision that you want it. And then you have to have no plan B. You've got to say, okay, I'm going to make this happen. There is no other option. This is my plan A and my plan B, and I'm just going to go all in. Nothing else matters at this point, right? And then you've got your double diamond, which is $10,000, triple diamond, $15,000, presidential diamond, $20,000, and ambassador, $25,000. Can you imagine earning that right before Christmas? Like, holy smokes. And the cool thing about these, I'm going to say it again, I'm going to say it nonstop. This is freaking stackable. Okay. This is why I'm so excited about this. These are stackable, which means that if you, let's just say you are at an emerald rank right now, and you want to go double diamond before the December. Okay. Let's just say that. And you want to make it happen. You go diamond this month, you are in the $5,000. And then next month you go double diamond, you are in the $10,000. And those are stackable. So it's going to be $15,000 over the next 4 months, right? And let's just say you do all 3 of them, diamond, double, and triple. That's going to stack up to what, $30,000? Like, that's absolutely amazing. This is literally how we were able to do all the things with our house, building our addition. This is how I paid for my wedding in cash, and everything was bonuses that are just like these. They've literally been a game changer, and they will be for you too. So leveling up bonuses payable with the initial payment the month following validation. So I want to clarify this because it was just clarified to me tonight. So with your bonuses, this is what I'm understanding from it, is that when you rank up, like, let's just say I go diamond this month, okay? I have to maintain for the month of November also. So we're in October right now, and I go diamond in the month of October, let's just say hypothetically, because I'm already a diamond. And then in the month of November, I have to maintain that rank. And then once I maintain that rank, then the following month, I will earn my actual first part of my bonus, and then 2 consecutive months after that. And I want to explain it when we get down here a little bit too, just to give you a visual. So it says, on this part, it says in months 3 and 4 of the promotions, and this is so ridiculously important to understand. Momentum is huge in your business. We've got to make sure that we keep that momentum going all throughout the entire year. That's why they do these bonuses, is so that we gain the momentum at the end of the year, so it takes us through to the beginning of the year. And so this is kind of just me talking strategy right now. Getting your business to explode at the end of this year, because it says in months 3 and 4 of the promotion payout period, a leg structure and an applicable required volume for structural maintenance. Okay. So you've got to make sure that you're maintaining for month 3 and month 4. So just to give you a little example, just to help you understand exactly how it works, because this used to take me a long time to kind of break this down, but let's just say you earn the rank of diamond this month. Next month, you have to maintain the month of the rank of diamond. And in December, you'll end up earning your first part of your bonus. Let's say in January, you maintain the rank of your bonus. Again, you maintain diamond in January. And then in February, you don't maintain the rank of diamond. Maybe it was a hard month for you. Maybe you dropped the ball. Maybe you didn't replace the people that had stopped their auto shipment or whatever the case may be. Okay. Maybe it wasn't an all-in month for you. Then at that point, you will not earn the last little bit of the promotion. And this is why making sure you're staying consistent is so important, because that will not only carry you through to the next 4 pay periods, or the 4 pay periods in your promotion bonus, but it will also carry you through to our conference in April, which usually there's huge things announced in April. So you don't want to miss it, and you want to make sure that you're building yourself up as you go through these ranks, and as you're fighting for these bonuses right now. Okay, so you can earn a little bit for Christmas, but you can also earn going through the new year, and you can stack yourself up for going into our conference season this next year. So just to kind of break it down for you, diamond, if you were to earn diamond, let's just say this month, okay, in the month of October, and then you validate your bonus in the month of November, and December, you would get paid this right here. Whoops, sorry. You'd get paid this right here, okay, which is the 2,500. And then the month afterwards and the month after that, you would get paid the 1,250 in 2 consecutive months. Okay, so drop in the chat if you have any questions about this. I'll answer them right at the end, just to kind of help you guys understand how this all works and everything. I want to make sure that we don't leave any stone unturned. Okay, so double diamond, same exact thing. If you were to earn double diamond this month, it'd be $5,000, and then you would have to validate it next month, and then in the month of December you'd get the 5,000, and then 2 consecutive months after that it'd be 2,500, 2,500, boom, boom, done. Okay, and then that's on top of your commissions also. So all of your commissions and everything, and your fast start bonuses and all that good stuff, that's all on top of that. So it can really stack up, and I've seen those paychecks before, so I know that it's 100% doable. So then triple diamond goes up to 7,500 for the first month, and then 3,700, and it's kind of self-explanatory on this chart. And once again, you can also find this in your eSuite document library. Okay, so let's go to requalifying rank advancements. So this is the cool part about this, is all rank advancements are based on distributors paid as rank on August 31st of this year. Okay, so whatever your rank was in August is what you're going to count for it, like August 31st. So let's just say, for example, in August 31st, you were a diamond, but in September you were an emerald, and you kind of ranked down, right? Then, but your lifetime rank is still at diamond August 31st. So it's going to count for you to be able to do these rank up bonuses, as long as you were a diamond or above on August 31st. Whatever your paid as rank was on that day is what you can rank up as, and what you can qualify for. So it's for people who regain their rank of diamond or above between September 1st and November 30th at 11:59 p.m. CST. Okay, so same exact time frame as the other one. They're all going for September 1st of this year to November 30th at 11:59 p.m. Okay, and validate their qualifications by maintaining that rank or higher for the following consecutive months, validation months, qualifying for a level up bonus as follows. Okay, so it says requalifying rank up is 2,500 for diamond. Then it goes to double diamond 5,000, triple diamond 7,500. These are absolutely amazing. Like, holy smokes, are these huge. Presidential diamond $10,000, and then ambassador diamond 12,500. And this is the cool part, they are all stackable, so you can literally stack these on top of your level up bonuses. Like, this is the crazy part, is that it's literally unlimited for you. You can go all the way to ambassador if you wanted to and make it happen, and you can re-rank all of these ones at the same exact time. So for example, if your lifetime rank on August 31st was double diamond and you fell down to an emerald last month, then this month you can earn the diamond re-rank bonus, the double diamond re-rank bonus, and then you can go for triple diamond level up bonus, and that would all be stacked up together in your paychecks every single month, as long as you're maintaining your rank. So super exciting for that. This one says the level up bonus is payable with an initial payment the month following validation. So you want to make sure that validation month is there. Okay. A lot of what we've done in the past is you literally rank up and the very next month you get your bonus. This is a validation month period. It means that you need to rank up and then you need to maintain for the very next month, and then you get it the following month after that. So that's just making sure that you are gaining momentum. That's what our company is trying to do right now, is just gaining that momentum going into the new year. So it says in 2 future equal monthly payments as long as the distributor maintains the rank. So that's kind of that in a nutshell. And this kind of shows you exactly how it's broken down for those. Like for example, if you get the qualifying month plus the validation month, you're going to get them together. So you'll get 2 payments, 2 of the 4 payments together, not the month after you qualify, but the month after, as long as you maintain rank. Okay, so those are the totals for that. If you guys want to take a screenshot, go for it. These are for re-ranking. So as long as you've been a diamond or above, that's what that looks like. And of course, I put if all qualifications are met, it is possible for a distributor to collect multiple level up bonuses at the same time. And I put stackable because that is literally what is going on right now. So I am so pumped for these bonuses. Tell me in the comment section what rank you're going for. What bonus are you going for? Are you going for ruby? Are you going for emerald? Are you going for a re-rank? What exactly are you going for? I know myself, I'm planning a re-rank and on one part, and then I'm going for a level up bonus myself, because I want to go into the new year really, really strong. And I know that I have multiple ladies on my team who are going for that ruby bonus. We're going to make the ruby bonuses happen, the emerald bonuses happen, and some are even going for the diamond, which I'm so excited about. So Christmas is going to be a great year as long as you choose to make it happen this year. So I didn't even scroll down on this one. Oh my gosh, so many rubies, so many. Oh, Shannon's going triple. That's so exciting. Okay, so yes. There's so many of you guys. Oh, this is going to be such an awesome month. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that in the chats. I love seeing the chats blow up with different promotions and everything. It just gets me fired up because it's kind of like that feeling of like not wanting to be left behind. And you're just like, all right, we just got to go. So I'm super excited about that. And I can't wait to see all of you guys promote this month and next month and the month afterwards. Okay, so the next thing I want to share with you guys is that there's training calls in the Road to VIP that are going on that are going to help you along the way with these rank ups, and we're actually put on the family call on Sunday night, but I just want to kind of help you guys know kind of like the gist of what some of them are. So the Road to VIP page has a schedule up, and I can drop it in the chats as well. But there's some product of the month trainings every single Tuesday. There's also a compensation plan training every Thursday at noontime, which is absolutely amazing. If you ever get confused on how we get paid, you want to show up on those Zoom calls. Okay, they're going to help you tremendously, or those trainings in general, however they're going to choose to do them. October 4th, which is tomorrow, the rank up roadmap continues. And then October 9th through the 11th, there's a rank up roadmap. It's a 3-part series with leaders, which is going to be pretty cool. October 16th, there's an App Essentials training, which I'm guessing is going to teach you a lot about like the new app stuff that's going on and everything, and also teach you a little bit about customer management. October 18th, new distributor training is going on. So if you are brand new, mark that on your calendar and make sure you show up on that. October 18th, there is also a duplication training. If you are getting new distributors starting, which I think all of us are right now, especially if you're going for those bonuses, you want to make sure you show up on those trainings because they're going to teach you a lot about how to teach other people. Duplication means that you're duplicating your success. You are going all in on helping other people become successful as well. And then the 23rd, there's an App Essentials training as well, Quick Start tracking. And then October 25th, there's a volume boost tips and training. We all want to make sure we're on that because that is going to help make sure that if you're like this close to your promotion, doing a volume boost can literally make it so that your volume explodes so that you can actually earn that rank up from the customers that you already currently have and the customers that you've gotten this month. So that's it for the actual trainings that are going on for this month. And then also we always have team trainings every Tuesday night. Our team Becoming Legendary actually goes live. We have leaders that do them consistently, including myself, and so on and so forth. So trainings are a must. And especially if you feel like maybe September was a really hard month for you. And maybe it was a month where like you felt like you dropped the ball, maybe, right? If you are ever feeling like you're not all in, like you are not just not feeling it, right? You want to get on a training, okay? You want to make sure that you show up on one of the trainings because proximity is power. And when you get around other people who are showing up and showing out and making things happen, that fire and that energy spreads. You've got to stay close to the fire. Exactly what Stacy just said. We just said it the same exact time. You want to stay close to the fire and make sure that you keep showing up consistently. Okay. So that's it for the trainings. Make sure that you're showing up on those. They're going to help you tremendously. And then I have just a couple of things personally that I want to share with you guys that I have been just learning lately that has helped me tremendously. And also some things that I've learned over the last 5 years that have been just a game changer for me. And one of the things is host to post. So I've got 5 tips for you guys that I want to throw out there just to help you with host to post and share some things that I'm doing personally. And I'm also going to drop some stuff in the chat right after this so that you guys can have like my boards for this and everything so that you're kind of seeing the whole picture come together. Host to post is like the bread and butter. Exactly, Stacy. It is like the bread and butter of your business. So if you are not focusing on host to post, girl, what are you doing? Because it's going to change everything for you. If you just take your energy and you fully invest it into host to post and making sure you're growing your network and host to posting every single day, your business will grow organically. It will grow naturally. And it's just because you are consistently getting people interested through other people that are on your Facebook all the time. Okay. And I like to expand out to different areas as well. So I expanded to different states and everything. And then I expand a little bit locally. So I'm kind of growing all over the place because I've got one person who's posting and then all their friends are commenting and adding me. And then all their friends are commenting and adding me. And then all their friends, it's like this one big spider web that just kind of keeps flowering out, if you want to say it that way. So anyways, tip number 1 for host to post is using the giveaway host to post. What I mean by this is there is a host to post that is specifically for giveaways, and it says something like my friend Chelsea is giving away X amount. If you want in, comment below, right? And then people start commenting below, and once they comment below, you get in touch with them and you ask them if they want to post for you to get into the giveaway. And when they go to post for you, you ask them to post about the product or the business. So it becomes maybe one person posting for you. And I like to use my hands. I'm super French. So one person posts for you. Let's just say 3 people comment on that post. Out of those 3 people, 2 of those people decide to actually put up another post for you. So now you went from having one person post to having two people post. Now those two people post for you, and each of those have 3 people who comment underneath that. Out of those 3 people, 2 people post for you. So you literally just went from one person posting to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Like you literally, it's going to keep going on and on and on and on and on and on. That's such a huge cycle. And so if you want Host to Post and you want it to flower out and you want it to explode, you've got to get the giveaway Host to Post rolling. So I do this consistently every single month. I am rotating my Host to Post that I'm having people post for me. And usually I always start off with a giveaway Host to Post. So I actually have a board for this. I'm going to drop it in the chat when I'm responding to questions and stuff. So make sure you keep an eye on it when I get in there. But when it comes to that one, that literally is what gets me all of my Host to Post throughout most of the month, is just doing that. Okay. So number 2 on my list of tips is go back to those Host to Post from last month to boost the post. And what I mean by boosting the post is dropping down in the comment section, hey, I've got one more spot for this, or hey, I'm still taking people in, or hey, I just had a spot open for 25% off. I know that in some cases, especially at month end, I've even dropped my link in the comment section below. I only do this at month end usually because I like for them to come to me first so that I can build that relationship with them. But at month end, I'll just go drop my link in there and say it's X amount. Anybody who orders tonight gets a free gift or whatever, so on and so forth. And that way it boosts volume throughout the month. That was actually something I learned from Stacy at one point. So I did that. And it actually does really good. I've had quite a few people who have messaged me right off the bat for that. Also, anybody who has not messaged you when you told them to add you on Facebook and send you a message, because I like to have people add me on Facebook, send me a message so that I don't get frozen from messaging or adding. So what I do is I'll say, hey, add me on Facebook, send me a message that says gummies. Or, hey, add me on Facebook, send me a message that says giveaway. And when they add me and send me a message, then I message them back. However, you've always got those people who slip through the cracks, right? There's always going to be people on Host to Post who don't add you and they don't message you. So your goal is to go back to the people who commented the month before and the month before that, and you want to make sure you go add them on Facebook and send them a message. But here's the kicker to this, okay? Make sure that when you're going back to those people who you're adding and sending a message, you also comment underneath their comment again, and you say, hey, I added you on Facebook and sent you a message. And the reason behind this is I know way too many people who don't have their Messenger app on their main page of their phone. So they don't see their notifications right off the bat. So you have to get their attention through Messenger, but also on Facebook, because they're checking their Facebook notifications, right? That's like an addiction for most of us. They check their Facebook notifications, but then they're not checking their Messenger. So if you get their attention through their Facebook notifications, they're automatically going to then go over to their Messenger and check their Messenger, right? So you got to get their attention in both ways. So that's kind of what I do when it comes to old posts. I boost the post. I make sure I go back to those people who never added me or messaged me. And this is a really great way to do follow-ups also. Those people who have added you and have messaged you but never ordered, or gave you a date to order but never actually ordered, go send them a follow-up message. And if maybe they didn't have the money for it, ask them if they've ever thought about doing what you do. Why not, right? The worst they could say is no. And then, okay, on to the next person, and maybe eventually they'll come back, right? So that's kind of what I do. Number 3 is I go back and I ask again to those people who have posted for me last month, okay? You want to get your Host to Post up and get them up rolling quick this month. Go back to the people who posted for you last month and say, hey, once again, thanks for posting for me. I so appreciate it and it helps so many people out. Would you mind putting up another post for me to get in for this month? Right? That's as simple as it gets. That's all that I do to get my Host to Post rolling immediately when you first get started. And so that's what I do to get them going. Number 4 is I focus on Focus on what I need throughout that month. So let's just say you're in a month where you're going Ruby, but you're already boxed for Ruby, right? You know that you're going Ruby this month, but you're already boxed for Ruby. Why would you go get Host to Post Up for distributors if you know that you need the customers right now, right? You want to make sure that you go to where you need to focus. It's kind of like if you are, if you're going down the road, and let's just say I live on this road where you go all the way to the end of the road and there's a right or a left. There is no forward. You have to go right or left. I'm not going to turn right while I'm looking left, right? I have to literally look where I'm going to drive, or I'm going to go in the ditch, or I'm going to get hit by another car. So if you know that you're needing customers, like that's what you need to go all in on, then making sure that you are focusing on signing those distributors, meaning getting Host to Post Up for, getting Host to Post Up for customers. I said that backwards, my bad. Sorry to confuse you guys. So if you're looking for customers, you want to make sure you're posting about products, make sure you're getting Host to Post Up for products, make sure that you are following up with people for products, make sure that you are asking every single person and their sister if they've ever thought about trying your products, right? Like you gotta literally get out there and make an ask of yourself, like Pam Souter used to say, right? A lot of the people who've been in for a while would know what I'm talking about, but it's like making an ask of yourself, meaning, you've got to ask literally everybody that you know, everybody that's on your Facebook, everybody that shows up in your inbox, every single person. You've got to focus on that. And same with distributors. If I know, like, for example, right now, I need 9 distributors in order to get boxed in for what I want to go for this month, right? I know that my main focus right now is going to be distributors until I get all those distributors to make that happen, right? I'm not going to go start looking for customers when I am looking for distributors, because if I get the customers, I won't be able to place those customers because I really needed the distributors to go in certain boxes, right? And so it's so important to remember that you've got to focus on, this is why it's so important to have your roadmap out in front of you. Get your charts in front of you. If you don't have your chart in front of you, you're not as serious as you think that you are. You've got to make sure that you are getting serious. You are getting real. You are looking at your charts, you are looking at your plan, and you are saying there's no other option. Same with your schedule. I get people all the time that tell me I want to go diamond, but then they sit there and they say, okay, well, I'm going out, on a Friday night, I'm going to go out to movie night, and then I don't hear from them the entire day, right? And same with doctor's appointments and different just things that you've got going on, right? There's some things that you can't control, right? Like kids sports and stuff, that's on their time, right? And you can work while you're doing those things. But like if you know that you're in control of a meeting that you're scheduling with someone, or you know that you're in control of a doctor's appointment, or when you do groceries, right? This is a big one. This was a big one when I first started this business. I used to literally choose the day where I was most busiest to go grocery shopping, right? I could have chosen a totally different day. I could have said, maybe I'll do grocery pickup instead. It is so important that you understand that if you don't tell your time where to go, your time will tell you where to go. So if you're wanting these bonuses, you got to get real serious about it. You've got to understand that you've got to go all in. You've got to make sure that you prioritize it. Every single time that you say yes to going out and watching a movie and binge watching Netflix all day long, you're saying no to making that $10,000 bonus, right? Every single time that you choose to go out and go to the grocery store and spend all day out shopping, right? On a day where you should be working your business because it's the deadline, right? I'm not going to take the last day of the month and go out to the fair, right? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, especially on a promotion month. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to take, like a day where I know it's a Friday and I'm looking to get a 4-in-1 bonus and I've got a customer left. I'm not going to take that entire day and go spend it on a joyride out and about. I'm going to prioritize my time so that I know that I'm going to make it happen. And I'm not going to be able to look back and say, damn, I should have just showed up for that. Or, man, I should have just made that happen. Or, man, I should have chose wiser. I should have been smarter with it, right? You want to make sure that you're prioritizing it and you're not leaving any stone unturned. You're thinking to yourself, okay, this is my plan, and everything else that's on the outside is something that can wait, except for obviously our kids and our husband and things like that we have to get done, right? Other than that, like, where can you put your time? Because if you don't tell your time where to go, it's going to tell you where to go. And a lot of the times it's going to send you for a loop. I promise you that. Okay. So that's number 4, focusing on where exactly you want to go, what exactly you need, get your roadmap out and make sure you're focusing. Make sure you revisit it every single day. Don't write your map down, like your charts down, and then hang it up on the wall and never look at it, right? You want to make sure that it's right here. Mine's literally right here, right in front of me all the time. Every single time I sit down at this desk, it is right in front of me. And I've got pictures of it on my phone. Some people put it as a background of their phone. Some people will dry erase on their mirror in their bathroom. Some people will put it literally somewhere where their husband will see it all the time, so that their husband reminds them of it constantly, right? Like, I've done that before multiple times. I know, like, I like to put my charts where my kids will see it. If you want an accountability partner, girlfriend, you go tell your babies, because they will hold you accountable every single time. I don't know about you guys, but my daughter will literally look at me and say, Mom, when are we going to go do this? Like, are you almost there yet? You know, like, are we going to make it happen this month? But Mom, you told me when you did this, then we would do that, right? Like, they will hold you accountable. So make sure that you're showing up for them, and make sure that you're putting it somewhere where you're going to see it every single day, and even write on your map what exactly you want. Okay. And what that's going to pay for. Maybe you're going for a diamond bonus and you're going to go for the 5,000, right? Go for the 5,000. What's that $5,000 going to pay for? Write it out in detail. Pre-spend it, so you know exactly where that money's going to be. Even if it's going to go to savings, right? Put $5,000 in savings. Write it on your paper so you know exactly what it's going to do for you. And if you want to take it to the next level, write down $5,000 in savings, and then also write down how that's going to make you feel, because we are creatures of feeling, right? So we are drawn more to what's going to make us feel the best. So writing those things down is going to help you tremendously. Okay. So the other thing is, this is number 5, is every single time you get someone to host a post for you, you want to make sure that you are asking them, have you ever thought about doing what I do? Okay. And that way, because if someone is posting for you, then of course they can absolutely work this business, because it's not rocket science, right? What we do is very, very simple. Is it hard work? Yes. But is it simple? Also, yes. So if they can host a post for you, then they can absolutely work this business, because that's one of the bread and butter of our business, right? So if they've already done it, it's going to be simple to explain as well. So that's it for host to post. And the last thing I want to share with you guys is about the follow-up and how important the follow-up is. Okay. The month that I was going diamond, I want to share something with you guys, because I think this is it might be relatable. I don't know. I was not getting anybody. Like, I struggled really, really bad with finding customers and distributors that month. And I remember getting to the 10th of the month and saying to my upline, I don't know why I'm not signing anybody. Like, last month I was on fire. This month I'm struggling, right? Drop an amen in the comments in the chat, in the comments. I feel like I'm on live. Drop an amen in the chat if you have ever felt that way before, because I can guarantee you I'm not alone. And I literally wrote to her and I said, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm not getting anybody. And she literally asked me, mind you, my actual leader, the person who brought me in, quit a month after I started. So I had to learn all this by myself. So this is why I say things like this on the Zoom call, because I want to make sure that everybody knows that, like, you can do this too, right? You can follow the same exact path. So I said, I don't know why I'm not getting anybody. And she said, girl, when was the last time you did your follow-ups? And I wrote to her and I said, what do you mean? How crazy is that, right? But a lot of us are brand new and we don't even know what a follow-up is, right? There's some of us that are in here that have only been in for 8 days, right? And maybe the follow-up hasn't been a massive thing that's been taught like crazy, right? Because you're just kind of weaning yourself in and you're trying to figure things out. It's going to be trial and error, but the follow-up is so important. And what I mean by that is revisiting the people that you've already talked to about the business or product. And the reason why I say that is because once someone is interested, they are always interested. If you talk to someone about the business and needing extra money, I can almost guarantee you that they are going to be interested in making that extra money, or at least the products, for a long time. So I usually follow up with them until I either delete them, they delete me, or they block me. And I just keep going with following up with them. Sometimes I'll follow up with them about distributors. Sometimes I'll follow up with them about host to post. Sometimes I'll tell them that I've got a spot open for something. Sometimes I'll follow up with them just to give them a quick, hey, I hope you're having a great day, or hope you have a great week. And the reason behind that is because I'm trying to, one, build my relationship with them. And two, I want to make sure that they are seeing my stuff all the time. Okay. How many of you guys have ever, like, just drop a 2 in the chat if you've ever been on a site like Amazon or Walmart or Temu? That's a big one right now, right? Like drop a 2 in there if you've ever been on one of those. Okay. So a lot of us, right? We've all been on them. Have you guys ever gotten those text messages or the notifications on your phone that say, hey, come revisit this. Hey, your stuff's on sale right now. Hey, we noticed that you were looking at this, right? That is a follow up. The only difference between us and Amazon or Temu or whatever is that we are real people. This is a blessing, guys. We are real people. They don't have to listen to an automated thing constantly. They get to talk to a real person. And that's all we're doing, is we're just doing the follow up. We're doing the same exact thing that they're doing. We're just a real person that they get to talk to. So what I like to do is when I do my follow-ups, I like to go, I will, the very next day after I talk to someone, I will follow up with them and just say, hey, I'm putting in a couple of orders for this. Do you want me to add one for you too? So if I talk to someone, let's just say, what's today, Tuesday? Wednesday, I will send a message that says, hey, I know you were super interested in this. I'm adding an order right now. Do you want me to add one for you too? Okay. Friday, I will follow up with them and say, hey, I've got one last order going in for this. Do you want me to add one for you while I still have them, right? Or I'll put something like that that creates that urgency. Hey, I've got just a couple of these left. Do you want one before they're gone? Okay. Creating that urgency is going to make that quick, right? How many of you guys have seen a notification or an email or something like that that literally says 25% off, and you instantly go and click on the link because you're like, ooh, what is this, right? Or get it while it lasts, or Black Friday deals, right? When it comes down to it, that is a marketing tactic. And so the fortune is in the follow-up and making sure that you are staying consistent with following up with them. So even though I follow up with them the next day, and then I follow up with them that Friday as well, I will also follow up with them every single Friday or every single Thursday until they actually sign. And this is another thing for a lot of brand new people. I know we have a lot of new people that are getting started that will watch this. When you're talking to people, work on trying to get a date that they are getting started. So if they tell you, oh, well, I want to get started, but I just don't have the money for like it right now. Right back, okay, when works better for you? When you can get them to commit to a date themselves, it is going to help them actually commit to it rather than you telling them the date or you just following up with them. So that's what I always do, is I try to work on getting a date that they want to get started. And that way I can follow up with them on that actual date. Sometimes I'll ask them like, when's the next payday or something like that, just to make it simple. And that way I know to follow up with them that morning. And I usually do my follow-ups in the morning, just because if they're getting paid on a Friday, I don't know about you guys, but when I used to work a 9-to-5 job, my paycheck was literally gone by that like by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, or I was already spoken for, right? And so I always follow up with them in the morning. And this means even if I have to wake up early, like my daughter goes to school and sometimes I have to wake up before she even wakes up for school in the morning, because I want to make sure that I commit myself to showing up for my business that morning. And in a promotion month, you absolutely want to do that. Okay. So that's what I've got for you guys today. I'm going to go through the comments and or the chat. I keep saying comments. Sorry, guys. Just to see if there's anything that I missed or any questions that I have. And if you have any questions, just put it in there right now. That way I can answer them really, really quick. Because I know this was jam-packed and there were so many things that went on. Yeah, Stacy said, and we are getting a huge house. So if you are ready to purchase yours, you can room with us. Actually, conference and purchase are a game changer, and you can do the payback commissions as well, which means that it takes out of your It Works paycheck, so it doesn't come off your card. And if you need help, just reach out to your upline. Amazing place to go. Need to go be around all the positivity again. Yes, you do, girl. Last year was just amazing. I'm so glad to have you there. That's what I did. I went from, Jessica Cook says, that's what I did. I went from ruby, skipped emerald, and went diamond. It's possible, ladies. Go for it. Yes, that is so good. And I've heard so many success stories. Guys, if you are like on the verge of like, I don't know if I can do this, I'm telling you, get on the Zoom calls, get on the trainings. If you have to, go to YouTube, type in It Works trainings, type in some of your favorite trainers. Like you can type in Stacy Lees, you can type in Chelsea Noella, because that's what my Facebook was before. You can type in Ashley Mayfield. That's one of my favorites. There's so many different ones that you can type in. And there's so many spin-offs of it. Watch them every single day. That's literally how I learned how to work this business. It's go time, ladies. Stacy says, quickest payout we've ever had. Yeah, I've never seen that quickest payout. The 4 months is 4 payments is absolutely amazing. So clear. Thank you for explaining the details. Yes, thank you for explaining it. Yeah, a lot of people going triple, ruby, emerald. Oh my gosh. It's going to be amazing. This month is going to be awesome. Boxed with working distributors, everyone filling their own 400 boxes that way. You won't be fighting to maintain and requalify. Yes. If you've got someone that's on your team, this is a great point. If you've got someone that's on your team that is not giving it their all and they're not showing up for themselves, replace them on there, right? It doesn't mean that you have to abandon them and never talk to them again. Don't think that I'm going that way with it. I'm saying that you get to choose who's on your chart. So there's only certain people that are on my chart specifically. And those are the people who are showing up every single day, who are going all in, who are making it happen, who are communicating with me, right? If they're not communicating with me, if they're not sending me a message, they're not on my chart. Does that mean that I still help them? Yes, I do. But does that mean that I'm gonna, we're gonna give them tons of customers and distributors and be there 100%? No, absolutely not, right? So you've got to make sure that you pick and choose who is running right beside you and not dragging a bunch of dead horses behind you, right? It's easier to lead them to the water than to drag dead bodies, right? Yeah, there's so many good things. I don't see really any questions in here as of right now, but I appreciate you guys hopping on. This was such a good Zoom call. I did get it recorded, so it should be up tonight or tomorrow morning. And I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a great night.